So I'm sitting here with Julie Wolfe, music director for the Berkeley Rep's Girlfriend, a new musical by Matthew Sweet, Todd Almond,
and directed by Les Waters and choreographed by Joe Good. An amazing design and production and directing crew. Yeah.
So that's good. So first off, I want to know, what do you do in your capacity as musical director?
Todd Almond is the playwright, and he came in. I had some lovely conversations with Todd before this rehearsal process started, and you know, he let me know that he was going to be in the room the whole time, and that he's very collaborative, and so I've had an amazing time creating with him, and he had some very strong aesthetic ideas about how he wanted the music to be, but he also gave me a lot of room to shape things as well, and so
cool.
he has turned out to be a really beautiful collaborator, and so he was kind of like one of the girls, I have to say, when we let him into the band rehearsal process.
And you've got a total like dyke band, from what I understand.
I do.
Who's in that?
Shelley Doty is playing lead guitar and
awesome.
Singing backing vocals. Jean Dusablon is playing bass, and Aila Grant is playing drums. And Shelley's sort of a connector point within the band, because she and I play in several different bands together where we're both side players and people hire us to play in their bands. And then also Shelley plays in a band with Jean called Claire, and she plays in a band with Aila called Sisters in the Pit. So there was a lot of interconnectedness within the band, but this is the first time that this particular quartet of women have come together to play.
Nice. Do you think about getting them together, taking it on the road?
What we think about and hope for maybe is an original cast recording, which would be lovely to do. Another thing that I thought about before the show opened, I was saying to Shelley, you know, something that would help us get our stuff up and running is to give ourselves a deadline of a house concert gig to perform this material.
Yeah.
And it would have been great, but you know what? There was just no time. I mean, the rehearsal process is so rigorous that there just wasn't time. There wasn't time. So actually, after it closes, that is something that we might do.
I think you probably should.
Yeah. And one of the guys, one of the two actors lives here, Jason, who plays Mike. He lives here in Berkeley, and I'm sure he'd be more than game to come do a house concert with us. And Ryder Bach, who plays Will, he lives in LA, and that's not too long of a drive. So I bet he'd come up and do that with us too.
I think that sounds like an excellent idea and a way to like reach out kind of beyond traditional theater.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Is there talk of, I know you guys have extended it one more week to the 16th?
Yes.
16th of May, and are you thinking about like taking the whole show on the road, New York?
Well, before we get to that, I can say that there's an option to extend to May 23rd if there's the demand for it. So this is a not so subtle hint.
Come to the show.
Come to the show. Call and ask for tickets.
Berkeley Rep.
Because we would be happy to rock your world for another week. Berkeley and beyond. I'm in love with this show on so many levels. It's personally gratifying and fun to play. The music is incredible. Todd's writing is incredible. The band is incredible. The actors are incredible. The whole design team. It's just been this coming together of very beautiful spirits to make a really gem of a show. So there's that, but also it's really touching people. It's touching adults in the audience. It's touching teenagers. We had a bunch of school groups in last week, and it was so poignant, like watching and feeling them receive this and what they gave back to us. We had a question and answer segment after the show, and I think this is a story of adolescent love of two young men discovering that they have feelings for each other and discovering that while living in the middle of the country where it's not so cool to or safe sometimes to hang out a shingle as a gay man, and yeah, it's a very special piece.
Yeah, because what was that article in the New York, was it the New York Times a couple months ago? And they're talking about how like San Francisco's become this like breeding ground
Yes.
for theater that then like it goes on to New York. You know, Green Day's American Idiot performed here in this very theater, being one of them.
Yeah,
So
yeah. The Berkeley Rep was especially featured in that article, and yeah, the Berkeley Rep is a really amazing place to make art, and I feel like I won the lottery. I feel like I won the creativity and community lottery by getting to come and make a piece here, and
it's pretty cool.
I would go to bat for the Berkeley Rep on anything, whether I was involved in the project or not. And I live here, and there's my own little piece of the story, my story, which is that I've had a very blessed and beautiful career as a full-time touring musician, and I've wanted to be home more and make art and community at home more, and this couldn't be more perfect for me.
Right.
I told, I would be the Berkeley Rep's pool boy, just to get to work here some more.
If they had a pool, for
If
example.
they had a pool,
yeah. Right.
Or
You heard it here first.
in-house music director or whatever.
Right.
So everybody, cross your fingers for us and keep track of us and keep track of the Berkeley Rep, because they're continually doing new work and brave work, and they make relationships with playwrights and commission work, and it's really pulpy.
Pulpy.
Yeah, it's just really a very, very creative place to be.